Welcome to the Bold Money Revolution podcast. This is your source for straight talking, no fluff, business and high performance conversations that add real depth and value to the way bold leaders live, work, and thrive. I'm your host, Tara Newman. I'm here to show you how to optimize your performance as a leader so that you can grow a business that is profit-rich, efficient, and allows you to generate real, tangible wealth for yourself and others. We are here to help you lead with your values, to perform without overwhelm and burnout, and to do your most important work in the world. Hey, Tara here. I don't know if you've heard the exciting news, but I have a simple and easy way for you to calculate a clear revenue goal so you're able to pay yourself and have the additional money you want for those lifestyle upgrades. I hear from women all the time that navigating their numbers and spreadsheets just isn't their strength and can even be incredibly intimidating at times. So if this sounds like you, don't worry, I got you. This revenue goal calculator is programmed based on my work as a profit-first certified consultant, which means you will know exactly how much money you can afford to pay yourself, how much money you will need to save for taxes, and how much money you can put toward the running of your business. All you need to do is key in a few numbers and dare to dream. So to grab your revenue goal calculator right now, run, don't walk, and start paying yourself more, go to theboldleadership.com/revenue. Hey there, bold leaders. Welcome to another episode of the Bold Money Revolution podcast. I'm your host, Tara Newman, and we have been getting a lot of new listeners. So first, I wanted to say welcome. Second, I wanted to say thank you to those who have been here for a long time. We have been podcasting since 2017, October of 2017, and I know that some of you have been listening to this podcast the entire time. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to those of you who have reviewed this podcast. If you have not reviewed the podcast and you are receiving value from it, please do go on iTunes and give a review for the podcast. It helps other business owners find this information that could be really useful for them as well. And I wanted to take just a minute and recommunicate the intent of the podcast and what we are here to do. So I teach female business owners how to increase their sales so they can have stable cash flow and increased profits without stressing about ads, webinars, and complex funnels. Now, if you are a business owner who runs ads, does webinars, and likes to nerd out on a complex funnel and it works for you, that's awesome. If you love your launch model and it works for your business and your personality style, I'm absolutely thrilled for you, right? I'm not saying that ads, webinars, and funnels are bad. Actually, they could be really good. But we need to understand the fundamentals before we start to apply them. We need to have the sales skills that will allow us to convert the leads that come in through the ads, webinars, and funnels into sales, or else there is no point in doing those things. So I have clients who run ads, host webinars, and use a launch model. This is not a podcast episode to pass judgment on these tools. I think leveraging the internet and digital tools makes for smart business when we know how to use them and where they fit. However, this is a podcast episode to speak to women who don't want to run their businesses that way or aren't ready to use those tools. If you're a woman like this who doesn't want to use these tools or aren't ready for these tools, I first and foremost want to ensure you that you are not alone. I know it can really seem that way when you open your favorite social media app. It seems like everyone and all their biz besties are running their businesses this way, but that's actually not true. Your social media preferences and the matrix you are in are justifying those beliefs. What's inspired this episode today is a conversation that I recently had with a dear family friend who I've known for 30 years. And she messaged me on Facebook asking if I had ever heard of a particular business program and then proceeded to vomit a lot of online jargon into the message. It's not often that my business and personal life collide in this way. And with as little panic as possible, I asked if she would like to chat for a bit. I almost never get the opportunity to speak to someone before they've gone through the online business education gauntlet. I'm almost always working with people who have already run up their credit cards and are flat out exhausted trying to sell 400 million thousand and one low dollar products and want to burn everything down. Since my conversation with this woman is so fresh in my mind, I wanted to share some of my thoughts with you as I shared them with her. And it was a really great conversation. And what made me so concerned when she messaged me, this is like a very unique perfect storm situation. So she messaged me with all the online business jargon vomit. And the reality is this woman has 30 years of experience in sales. She's got sales skills that would run circles around these people who she was trying to do these free webinars with and learn from and buy their programs and all that stuff. So it was really that reason that concerned me, because she could go out today with her sales skills and make money immediately without applying any of these online business tactics. So while she was starting a new venture, she is not new to the business world, and most likely neither are you. Please picture me standing on a desk with a megaphone shouting this at you. You have, over your lifetime, gathered knowledge, skills, and abilities that serve your business. Whether you have a formal business degree or not, whether you have worked in a corporate environment or not, I watch women who have run a brick and mortar business come into the online space and toss everything they know about business out the window because they think doing business in a digital, online, virtual, whatever word you want to use to describe leveraging the internet to run a business is different. And that is not true. Business is business. Online, offline, it doesn't matter much. The principles are the same. The fundamentals are the same. What you have achieved in previous careers, whether it's been your own business or not, matters. You are an expert. It is relevant. It is valuable. It is useful. The reason why I'm speaking about this and doing so passionately is that when I decided to take my business online, I fell into the trap of believing I didn't know anything and that I had to start at the beginning. And it was damaging and dangerous. It set me back. It robbed me of time. It eroded my confidence. And it makes you easy prey to internet marketers selling quick fixes to something that takes time. For me, it meant stepping into coaching relationships from a place of disempowerment and turning down opportunities that I thought were too advanced for me, even though I had 20 years of experience doing what I do. This was the one thing that cost me the most time, money, and energy in my business. So me shouting with a megaphone, "You're an expert, you're an expert, you have skills that are valuable and useful and helpful, and whether you've run a business, not run a business, your previous career, it all matters." Now, here's the next thing. Women struggle to see their worthiness and feel like they aren't good enough. Getting female business owners to see the value in the services they provide is one of my primary jobs, and it's one of my primary concerns. Owning your credibility so you can demonstrate your authority, or have you write clear results on a sales page, or ask for a testimonial takes work. These are the things that I have to work with my clients on. So because they don't see their value, they don't see that they're good enough, they don't see their worthiness. So when women see the opportunity to, for example, sell a low-priced product via a sales page or an email with a link, there's a lot of sex appeal to that. It gives them a strategic out to an emotional and mindset challenge, right? Like they don't have to claim their expertise or their value or their enoughness. They don't have to work on their confidence to sell something that's maybe $57. However, it takes just as much work, if not more, to sell 50 units of a $97 offer versus a $5,000 offer. But women are hard workers. Our society thrives on the unpaid hard work of women. So when women decide to sell those 50 units and struggle, they think they just need to do more. when in reality, they need to work differently. They need to ask the questions that are challenging. Like, who benefits from my struggle with worthiness? Who benefits from my inability to see my own value? Because it certainly isn't us women who benefit. So I really want women to understand that and to do the work to get curious around how we can start to see ourselves as powerful, as valuable, as experts, as credible, as authority figures, all of those things. And I understand how hard that is. I really do. And I want to be clear about that. I understand how hard that is. And I also see how people are preying on that and coming up with solutions for women that actually don't solve the problem. They actually make it worse. So here's a third thing that we talked about. The misconception that people have when they get to the online space is that sales magically happen through a link, a sales page, or a funnel. That once the messaging is perfect, you know your ideal client's eye color, and all your tech is perfect, that sales will just happen. Again, this is really attractive to women who want to do what they love to do, but have never learned how to sell. And the thought of selling scares them. And if you are someone who does not love the thought of selling, if you are someone who selling scares you, if you are someone who has never learned how to sell, you are normal. There is nothing wrong with you. We have not learned these skills. Okay? I have been scared to sell. I still sometimes get scared and don't like selling. It still makes me uncomfortable at times. But I have taken the steps to realize and to learn that no matter what happens, as long as I know the basic fundamental skills of sales, I can make money. I can support my family. I can live the lifestyle that I want to live. I have a lot of security, not in money, in my skills that I know how to do this. So what happens is that I don't think there's enough people talking about the importance of women having sales skills. Sales skills to me are life skills. As a matter of fact, my husband has a friend who's also a small business owner. They had gone through sales training together, and he has a son, and his son is in his teens, probably senior in high school, and he had to get a summer job. And his dad made him go get a job as a commissioned salesperson. And I thought that was brilliant. I mean, so brilliant. I mean, this is truly giving your kid life skills. So because we don't have these conversations and women just don't know, and again, I'm not judging you for not knowing. Like, there's nothing wrong with not knowing. We don't talk about this enough. But then women go and take courses on their money mindset and what to post on social media and how to create an email funnel and how to deliver the perfect webinar. But very rarely are they working on their sales skills, which I very much understand, like I said. And as a matter of fact, the primary reason why our first business, my husband's and I, went bankrupt is that we put zero emphasis on selling. Neither one of us really realized. We genuinely didn't know how and didn't even realize that that was a problem. And we weren't even operating in the online space. We weren't being bombarded with all these other messages that would take the pressure off of that pain in a way that allowed us to not actually do the work. So, I think this is a normal problem. I've had it. I see it happen. And then we get these marketing messages that play on it, and it makes it just a little more problematic. So let me recap, because I did cover a lot. 1, you are an expert. You have valuable knowledge, skills, and abilities that will support you in running your business. You are most likely not a newbie. It's more likely that you're learning new things, but you are learning them from a perspective of someone who already has valid experiences. We can hold two energies. We can hold the energy of being an expert and hold the energy of being a beginner in the same place. One doesn't necessarily negate the other. 2, selling premium services and products will challenge you to own your credibility, but will also help you earn the maximum amount of money in the simplest, most straightforward way. I'm concerned about getting women the quickest path to the goal, right? And selling premium services and products will challenge you to see your value, will challenge you around things like your credibility and your enoughness and stepping into the role of expert, which is highly uncomfortable. This is highly uncomfortable for me too. But it is the simplest, most straightforward way to earn the maximum amount of money. And 3, you need sales skills. Once you have sales skills, it makes using the tools the internet provides, such as social media, email, podcasts, webinars, so much more easier, but more effective. Thanks for taking the time to listen today. I hope this has been super helpful. Please know I believe that small business owners like you have the power to change the world. Take good care. Hey, Bold Leader. I'm so excited to announce that we are accepting applications for the Bold Profit Academy, formerly known as the Brave Society. And we can't wait to have you join us just in time for our Q2 curriculum. Starting in March, we are focused on nailing your offers and your offer stack so you can stand out in the marketplace and, quite frankly, not hustle so dang hard for your revenue. One of the biggest problems I see among small business owners is the creation of cookie cutter offers that don't truly add value to your business because you don't fully understand your own value. And that leads to a tremendous amount of overworking and under-earning. Reviewing offers, updating offers, creating new offers, these are all critical skills so you can leverage your time and scale your income, which is exactly what we are doing inside the Bold Profit Academy in Q2. Each quarter, we have live curriculum in addition to our already on-demand training that you can implement as you need it. So if you are looking to understand the 7 components required for creating your boldest offer so you can stand out in the marketplace and increase your sales, learn how to stack and price offers so you can hit your revenue goal without overworking, create a framework that allows you to market, sell, deliver your offer in a way that is efficient and repeatable, learn how to qualify leads so you know just who is the right fit for your offer and when they are ready to buy, as well as create a simple communication strategy to educate your leads on your offer so it speeds up the buying process, then you are going to want to head over to theboldleadershiprevolution.com/academy and join us today. If you found this podcast valuable, help us develop more bold leaders in the world by sharing this episode with your friends, colleagues, and other bold leaders. Also, if you haven't done so already, please leave a review. I consider reviews like podcast currency, and it's the one thing you can do to help us out here at the Bold Leadership Revolution HQ. We would be so grateful for it. Special thanks goes to Stacey Harris from Uncommonly More, who is the producer and editor of this podcast. Go check them out for all your digital marketing and content creation needs. Be sure to tune into the next episode to help you embrace your ambition and leave the grind behind.